नमस्कार सर, थैंक यू सो मच कि आप हमारे पावर ऑफ पीपल मैगज़ीन के लिए इंटरव्यू देने के लिए तैयार हुए। सर पहले तो हम अपने बारे में बता दें आपको पता ही है पर फिर भी दोबारा एक बार बताऊँगी। जो पावर ऑफ पीपल हमारी प्लेटफ़ॉर्म है यहाँ पे हम जितने हमारे जो अचीवर्स हैं जिन्होंने बहुत कुछ किया है सोशल वर्क में लाइफ़ में और वो उनका जो एबिलिटी है उसको हम सामने लाना चाहते हैं उन लोगों से बात करना चाहते हैं जिन्होंने ऐसा बढ़िया काम किया है और उनसे इंस्पिरेशन लेना चाहते हैं कि उन what made them do this and how can we emulate them.
Okay. It will be a questionnaire based, madam? Questionnaire based रहेगा या कैसे?
नहीं, it will be extempore.
अच्छा. It will be purely extempore.
हाँ जी sir.
Yeah. Good.
I hope that's all right with you, sir.
I'm just okay. Let me know how I can serve you all.
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir. You're very kind. Let me request you to please tell us about yourself first.
I'm actually Naren, medical practitioner, but I'm freelancer medical practitioner now. I used to be a regular practitioner on my own consulting, but now I'm freelancer on call only. And I do visit, though I have very less patient to see because I don't charge any patient. Last in 20 years, I've not charged any patient.
Wow.
And no, nothing special out of it because it was my personal compulsion that I opted for this. And I diversified in business way back in 1996, started a pharmaceutical ethical drug manufacturing. And after spending some quality time there, I realized that it is not my area. So I switched over to distribution of one of the top leading brand, Amway. So I'm right now an international distributor for Amway. Like I have a business in India and abroad. And simultaneously, I was searching something more to do. So I have a now food manufacturing, frozen food manufacturing business either. This is about a current, phenomena. So I devote most of time with my business right now. And whenever required and on call, with a few practice, small practice, I'm basically homeopathic physician. So,
okay, sir.
And I started as a lecturer in medical college. My first assignment after my education, primary education, was a lecturership, then professional medical practice, and then followed by, as I said, director in pharmaceutical company, and then I left distribution in Amway. Amway gave me name, fame, some little money, and followed by then food company.
So the more interesting part that we'd also like you to elaborate on is the part about the Anna Sahayata that is the venture that you have started recently where you are intending to provide food to the underprivileged. So that is something that we would also like to know a little more about that you began with.
It is in very nascent stage right now, to be honest. But yeah, we want to do something in that at a moderate and bigger level as far as possible. What I just thought that me, all friends, of course, Advocate Arunji also would be the part of it. And he would be the very prominent part of it. He is very big philanthropist also. He helps people around. So I know him very, very well because good friends. So what we thought like, why not to give return back to something what we have? Because our requirements are small. We need certain quantity, certain quality. It's bare minimum we need actually. After that, everything is surplus and is wasting. So it's okay. Now we enjoyed our life. We are in our third phase of our career. We have crossed 50s. So first, second inning gone. Four innings are there with us. So why to keep it with us? Let us give possibly what we have. So of course now our country is growing, economy is growing, per head income, per head capita income is growing. Everything is good, sounds good, but still Ground level, if you see, people around us are still struggling for 2 times of meal. And due to competition, due to requirements, necessity, people still find it tough how to make two ends better, healthy food. And equally, I would say that many people, we call it beggar. We should not, in fact, it's okay. It is just noun given to them. But still, why many people on street, they are asking for money or bread, something, whatever. Of course, could be wrong habit someone's cultivated, but not all are wrong habit. Some of the victims, some of them are in need. All that is creating a career now. And the kind of food and hygiene and the way they live is pitiable, very bad. They live on footpath, they sit there and with whatever someone has given as a leftover, something they eat like that, or some junk food. Junk food, even I eat it, but I see the hygiene and cleanliness and once in a while. But these people, they survive on junk food. Like commonly, Mumbai food is batata, vada and pav. So that is not a meal. That is to be relished once sometime at right place and with the right cleanliness. But they just sit on a road and eat. So a thought came in the mind, like why we should not create an area wherein possibly whatever people can, whosoever can get benefit out of it, at least 2 meals proper, try to be balanced with the protein, carb and fiber and vitamins, minerals later on. Vitamins, minerals won't be possible, to be honest, initially. But certainly being a medical practitioner, I understand certain value behind it. I would love to see that they get all the 7 nutrition, protein, vitamins, minerals, fat, carbohydrate, fats, water, and fiber, everything. So at least immediately to think of like, let us promote a two time of meal at bare minimum cost. Not a single paisa should come back to us. That should be the attitude. Won't be free, pakka. We don't want to give free anything because that culture is growing in our country. I am against it. No one should be given anything free, ever. If he's that bad in condition, a gentleman or someone, so he should prove that I am in need and I'll return it back. Right now, give me. So there we can think of fine, but giving just free is a bad idea. It is just creating another hollow area for country and for people, those who are successful. So at bare minimum cost, we want to plan something, maybe around 15 to 20 rupees per meal. Government of Maharashtra had started at 10 rupees. So they have backup power of government and a lot of machinery. We as an individual, we are going to do very small scale. Of course, that is just beginning going to be. And what we visualize is it will go a big way along and it will continue. So to help people, those who are not even able to make two ends properly, give them healthy, clean, nutritious food for their survival at least. And then thereon, once we started, God bless, we expect this to go big way and we can add little more value to it in terms of nutrition, food, services. That's what his idea is.
Wonderful, sir. So what is the inspiration behind this philanthropic attitude of yours? Is there somebody who has inspired you or some particular event that has inspired you to start this philanthropic event venture?
My parents, my dad, he was an engineer. My mom, she never went to school. They got married when they were 13 and 11. Then way back around in 30s, 40s, 30s, I think. So, but dad went up to the England to study and mom, बेचारी नहीं पढ़ी कभी. But they were the people like I have seen right from my beginning, my childhood. They were the biggest giver ever I have seen in my world. There are people, they are beyond imagination they give. But my dad and my mom at whatever their own personal capacity, they were one of the biggest giver. And many stories are there with them, which I really enjoy and relish in my memory. They are with the God right now. They are not with me. So they were always, wherever they get to hear something, wherever they used to get an opportunity, certainly they used to go out of way. I'll just cite in a small example. Long back, I was hardly less than 5 age. My mom used to tell me. Someone called to my dad from village. I'm from UP, UP, Basti district, eastern part of UP. And he was in dire some need of money. So dad first sent him some money from here. And again, then he said, Bhaiya, isse kuch nahi hoga. Please give me more. I said, all those things, whatever, through letter. So he was also without money that time. No, abhi to nahi hai, de chika main. Then during that time, somehow he had an opportunity to go to Singapore then long back. So he bought some transistors, radios, then there, and gramophone. So he sold all those articles, including cloth cupboard, wooden, iron cupboard. He called someone and he sold it off immediately. And then money generated is sent to him. So the person who lived like this, he was very successful in his career. He was engineer for Takesi groups and had a respect. He had a money, dead honest. Dead honest means I would say like amount of course his earning was a salary. But still he used to make a real decent, respectable salary. Having a very senior position in his own company, had a lot of deputies, junior engineers under him, well qualified properly. Then in between he was done in the Navy also as an officer rank. So he was a person who used to live in bare minimum. And only thing where he used to spend his money is the food. खाने के शौकीन और हमको खिलाने के शौकीन. And that's what his only hobby was. Otherwise, he just wants some reason to give someone. So that thing was always in my mind. And right from my colleges, even what I used to see at my home, I had also a habit of possibly if someone asks, give something. Give something. Like that. I'll quote one more example. There are many hundreds of examples. I was in medical college, first year. It was first semester, hardly gone. And suddenly there was a rumor that Mr. XYZ, I'll not label his name. He is leaving college because of his dad can't afford his fees and education. They are bankrupt in Bombay, Thane. So he's leaving college now, can't afford stay here. I did this medical education at Khamgaon Medical College near Akola, Vidarbha. So we all as a young, emotional boys, and when we stay in hostel, the hostel life is such like every student is a parent to his roommate.
Yeah, the camaraderie is very big, yes.
Yeah. So almost everyone was with the little mild tears in eyes and feeling bad and sorrow. And he was packing with the crying head. Suddenly, I just shot up and took the bicycle to a post office nearby because during this time, 1986, 87, we used to call from post office, from calls. I just called my daddy in his office directly. And I said, I used to call him Babuji. We all used to call him Babuji. I just called him. I said, बाबूजी मेरे क्लास में एक बंदा है वो कॉलेज छोड़ रहा है क्योंकि इसके पिताजी ने बोला पैसा नहीं दूंगा चले आओ पढ़ा नहीं सकता तो मेरा शब्द खत्म होना आई थिंक माय डैड टुक 5 सेकंड हार्डली मेरे सेंटेंस के खत्म होते उनका स्टार्ट हुआ अरे उसको रोको फटाफट फटाफट फीस तो मैं भर दूंगा उसको रहने का खर्चा कर दूंगा उसको रोको जाने मत दो जल्दी जाओ जल्दी जाओ जल्दी जाओ आई डोंट नो फ्रॉम वेयर ही यूज्ड टू गेट दिस एनर्जी and how fast he used to calibrate things. मजाक है कि एक बच्चे को पढ़ा रहा है और हम लोग ज्वाइंट फैमिली में और भी फैमिली है और बिना सोचे कैलकुलेट कर वो जैसा फीस भर देंगे रहने का खर्चा दे देंगे And to my real good pride, I carry with my small tears in eyes for Daddy.
And it's really inspiring to have parents like that, and I can completely understand the legacy that you have continued from him.